Since social media has become so popular in the last decade, many companies, businesses, and big time employers have been utilizing not only Facebook, but other social networks as well as a resume. Because when you apply for an account, the information being asked of you is so concrete, it is easier to simply glance at a user's profile to see things such as job history, high school attended, college attended, and most importantly, your interests. What do you do on Facebook?
Or Twitter.
Or your favorite social media network?
How would you feel about your boss asking for your login and password?
Oh, hell nah.
Monique, Isabel, and I all are employed and all have social media networks, and I don't think it'd be a good idea. I'm Arlette.
I'm Monique.
And I'm Isabel. Today we are going to be discussing about employers asking their employees for their social media network passwords.
Is this really going on?
Yes. In fact, as the job market steadily improves, many reports warn some job seekers can't afford to say no. Additionally, many potential employees don't even know their rights. It is illegal in states such as California and Washington for employers to demand social network information. According to an article written by Anita Ramos Sastry on March 27, 2012, published on justicia.com, the majority of social network users post details about their lives, assuming they wouldn't be used for job decisions, such as political and religious affiliations, along with close friends and family.
So, where did this all start?
Well, as we all know, the major problem is that employers are wanting full access to employees' Facebook accounts. It has become a major issue because employees believe it's not only invading their privacy but also crossing the line. Employers actually gain interest in asking for logins and passwords because it allows them to look out for red flags. The red flags that employers are mostly concerned about are drugs, drinking, lying about qualifications, and bad mouthing. By closely viewing employees' profiles, employers are able to select the best candidate for the open position. Also, having full access to employees' Facebook accounts gives employers a reflection of how fit they will be for the job. According to Kashmir Hill, in the March 20th, 2012 Forbes article named Facebook Can Tell You If a Person is Worth Hiring states that a person with obvious mood swings who is overly emotional in their posting would not be an attractive candidate. Meanwhile, a person with a lot of Facebook friends who takes a lot of crazy photos would be rated as extroverted and friendly, which are attractive qualities in a candidate. Though employers believe that attaining logins and passwords is beneficial to the workplace, it is actually a loss. Employers lose potential talent when a person turns down the job after being asked for his or her Facebook information. And even if potential employees do provide their Facebook information, they may have two separate accounts, a professional account for work and a personal account which shows the real them.
Employers should know that there are other ways to go about getting to know potential employees.
Well, what other employers should really be doing is following the footsteps of other companies. According to Jan Meister's article, social media training is now mandatory, written on October 31st, 2012, and can be found on Forbes.com, emphasizes that companies such as Pepsi, Adidas, and Sprint are making social media not only part of the company's core training curriculum, but also a key element in the recruiting message. This process, employers would no longer have to ask future employees for their passwords. And employers would not have to worry about social media disasters. In April of 2009, two Domino employees were fired from their job because they posted a video on YouTube of them tampering with the food. They were charged with distributing prohibited foods. As a result, it gave Domino's Pizza a bad reputation, and 4 years later today, when you conduct a search of Domino's Pizza, it pops up as a fifth result. It's important for the employers and the and the company to establish specific social media guidelines. By taking the right steps and following the proper guidelines, it is safe to say that the company can benefit from the training in the future. As Jan Meister said earlier in her article, we shouldn't have to choose between privacy and technology. In conclusion, we shouldn't have to choose between privacy and technology.
Utilizing Facebook to look out for red flags is intrusive.
An invasion of privacy.
And illegal in some states.
The majority of people on these sites post statuses and details about their lives, assuming they wouldn't be used for job decisions.
This is why it is important that employers start teaching their future employees how to use social media wisely.
By doing so, it respects the privacy of the employee and does not scare away potential talents of the future employees.
We've reached the end of our discussion. Have a great day, everyone.
And remember, next time you post something up on your personal account,
If you wouldn't want your grandma seeing it, then think twice about it. P.S. Another possible solution is to limit yourself from posting your entire life on Facebook. Learning how to cut back on using Facebook helps you prevent from posting something you might regret in the future. Michael Fo's article on Hankayat.com called 7 Tell Signs of Facebook Addiction, posted on February 20th of this year, explains that there are still a number of us who voluntarily share our deepest secrets of our intimate lives on Facebook. It is perhaps a lot to do with the gratification of being acknowledged by our peers. Stepping aside from your social media networks allows you to spend more time with your family, and it definitely limits you from posting something you wouldn't want your bosses to see.